What if I told you that the US dollar, a currency many believe is unshakable, just revealed a hidden weakness and a hidden strength, both at the same time? Yes, the dollar slipped against the Japanese yen, yet is still on track for a broad weekly rise. How can a currency look like it's falling and rising simultaneously? The answer lies in a story of global power, quiet interventions, and a monetary rivalry stretching across decades. That story is far stranger than it appears today. Before we dive into the current twist, we need to step back. The dollar and the yen have been locked in a financial tug-of-war for more than 50 years, shaped by interest rate policies, global crises, and investor psychology. On one side stands the US Federal Reserve, whose decisions send shockwaves around the world. On the other stands the Bank of Japan, famous for ultra-low rates and sudden interventions. But here's the twist. The yen isn't just a currency. It's a global signal. Its rise or fall often reveals stress, fear, or imbalance long before the headlines do. And right now, both currencies are whispering warnings. To understand why the dollar slipped against the yen this week, start with expectations, specifically interest rate expectations. Traders believe the Federal Reserve may slow or pause future rate hikes. Lower rate expectations usually weaken the dollar, giving the yen a window to strengthen. But this shift didn't come suddenly. For months, the dollar surged as the Fed battled inflation with higher rates. The yen, stuck in near-zero rate policy, sank to multi-decade lows. When hints emerged that the Fed might ease pressure, the yen finally found an opening. If the dollar slipped, why is the weekly trend still strong? Because currency markets move on momentum and data, not just single-day events. Earlier in the week, strong U.S. economic numbers and hawkish Fed commentary boosted dollar demand globally. Investors saw the U.S. economy outperforming Europe and China, reinforcing dollar dominance. So while the yen recovered later, the broader week still belonged to the dollar. The yen's rebound wasn't about strength, it was about fear of intervention. Japan has a long history of jumping into markets when the yen gets too weak. Even rumors of intervention can trigger massive yen buying. And this week, that's exactly what happened. The moment traders sensed the Bank of Japan might act, they reversed positions, sending the dollar lower against the yen. Japan has intervened several times over the past decades, and nearly every time the effect fades. Why? Because interventions don't fix the root problem: interest rate differences. As long as Japan keeps rates near zero while the US stays higher, the yen will remain structurally vulnerable. Interventions can slow the fall, but they can't stop the cycle. Look at history. In 1998, a currency crash forced Japan to intervene. In 2011, global shocks pushed the yen to record highs. In 2022, Japan stepped in again as the dollar surged. And now, in 2025, we're watching the same pattern return. And here's the shocking part. Whenever the US-Japan yield gap exceeds 350 basis points, the yen almost always weakens sharply. Right now, that gap is back near those levels. History isn't just repeating, it's warning us. Here's the real concern. If the yen continues to swing this violently, it may be signaling deeper instability across global markets. The dollar slipping against the yen could be the first chapter of a much bigger story, and that story is still unfolding. If you want to stay ahead of these shifts, the patterns, the signals, and the data the mainstream often misses, like subscribe and turn on notifications. The global economy is changing fast, and understanding it is no longer optional.